Okay, so I just got back from the ReAwaken event. I spoke there on Saturday, and it was fun. For some of you that are watching, you saw I got to meet you there. Some of the people that caught up with Doreen and I, especially the last day, we were heading out by the side of the tent, and a bunch of people ran up, and we got their picture taken, and we did that. It was very heartwarming to see, hear people say how much they appreciate ElijahStreams, and did our hearts good to meet a bunch of you. Even in that short period there. So hot though. Oh, it was so hot. Anyway, here's what happened. I'm in the speaker's tent on Saturday, and I'm talking to somebody at a table, and I turn around, and here comes Mel K and Juan 07, which I didn't know at that point it was Juan because I didn't know what he looked like. I didn't know his boots. So here they come, and they are kind of have their arms on the back of all people, Roseanne, the actress. And Mel K said, "Steve, this is Roseanne." I didn't see it at first. And I looked at her and I go, "Roseanne." And then I started to say, "Oh, I love you. I love what you're doing." And I barely got anything out of my mouth. And she says, "I know who you are. I watch you all the time." It was amazing. And so she was going to go back to the other part of the room. She had some people waiting for her, so we didn't get to stop right then and visit much further. But then Juan 07 came up to me later and said, "Roseanne and I want to do the show with you. We want to do our next show, or a show with you coming up as soon as you can schedule it." And he also said he wanted to do one with Lloyd Brunson because there's things developing in that case again. Case or cases, I don't know where it is, but he said very significant things are happening with that case as well. So it was a fun time. I'm going to play for you a 2-minute clip, and thank you, Emily, for helping to put this together. Roseanne, when she spoke, an hour or two later after I'd met her, then she spoke here. And it's very interesting because you won't see this in the clip, but at one point early on, she says, "People don't know this, but I'm a rabbi." And some people chuckled. She said, "No, I'm really a rabbi." And so I didn't know, which kind of rabbi. And then later on, she said, "And for those of you who are Christians, we're going to bring in Jesus. People don't know about the Jewish Jesus. And you need to get my podcast, sign up for my podcast. We're going to talk about the Jewish Jesus." So I guess Messianic may be the title, but I don't know for sure if that's what she would call herself. But very spiritual woman. So it'll be fun to have her on the program. So let's go ahead and play that clip from the ReAwaken. Here we go.
God will sometimes come and say, "Roseanne, I have a job for you to do." And I'm like, "Oh my God. Can't you get somebody else?" It never works out good for me when you tell me to do something. Can't you get somebody they want to hear it from? He's like, "No, it has to be you, Roseanne." I'm like, "Well, I'll do it." So he's like, "Well, I want you to do it, Roseanne. I want you to go and tell people that I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore." And that's what he wants me to tell y'all, and I know you feel it, because these people, they want to shame our God. They just get a big thrill out of it every day, shaming us for believing in him, for calling on his name, for having faith in him, for trying to share that faith to help our fellow human beings, to help our children, to keep our country safe, to keep our country, the country we believe in, fought and died for. They want to shame that. They want to shame God himself in front of our children, to tell them that God made them be born in the wrong body. This we cannot let go on. We cannot let this go on. And the good news is that we will not let it go on. We don't just want it. We don't just want it to stop. We have the ability to make it stop, and we will make it stop starting here today, right now.
Amazing, amazing, powerful, powerful. And now I can say powerful woman of God. Who knew? I didn't know. But she told that whole, we actually have that, it's the second day of the conference, and she was like 2 or 3 hours towards the end. Is her whole speech. It's on our Rumble site. If you can see, we streamed the both days from the ReAwaken, and if you want to see her whole speech, go ahead and see that a couple hours before the end of the day.